What's up, YouTube? Figures here, coming at you again with another figure review. This one here is a new custom of mine, Vegito Blue 2.0. But before I get into it, I just want to say a big thank you. I just noticed that I have officially hit 100 subscribers, and that means the world to me. I've had a few YouTube channels in the past, but none that I've really kept up with like this one. And this is the most I've ever reached. So I just wanted to, again, thank you so much. I'm trying to think of something to do as a thank you. I'm not quite sure yet. When I have details, I will definitely make a video. But yeah, so again, thank you. And we'll jump right into this review now. So, what this is, I'm not going to go over the articulation because it's the same as the Super Saiyan 3 Goku bootleg that I reviewed, because this is the body of that bootleg that I turned into Vegito. Unfortunately, well, sorry, let me take that back. I will show you guys the materials I used to make him. Paints and such. But yeah, so the face, here's a close-up of that. It's really not the greatest. I'm probably going to wind up repainting this. I painted this a little while ago. I think actually about a year ago now. So I'm going to try and repaint it and make it look, well, better. But I do like the way the hair came out, that I like. And here's this stuff. It's a little jagged on the edges, like you can see some orange coming off on top here. If I can find a skin tone to match, then I'll wind up fixing it. If not, I'll find some way to fix it. I tried to spray it down. Originally, the paint dried glossy, and you know, I didn't want that. So I tried to spray it with some lacquer, which seemed to do the job because it's not very glossy. Like, you can still see some shine to it, but it's not very glossy. There are a few things that I'm noticing now on camera, though. Some of the orange underneath is popping out, like there in the legs. To be honest, I can't see that with the naked eye, or at least not very well. So the camera is making that show up pretty nicely. So I'm gonna go over and fix that. The only sculpt work I did was on the gloves here, and this one I'm gonna sand down because, as you can tell, it is fatter than this one. I feel like this one looks more natural, and this one's kind of just a glob. I don't think it looks too bad, but it just looks off to me, and I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so if there's an issue, I'll fix it. But yeah, so this is the back. There we go. We'll go to the front, and then we'll move down. So going down, like I said, I pointed out that spot here I'm going to have to paint over again, which I didn't notice until I started filming this. But yeah, the legs, same thing. I just sprayed it down with a bit of lacquer, which I will also show, and of course there's a white spot there. I don't know how I keep missing these things, but it's fine. I have enough paint, I'll just go over it and fix it. And here's the boots. I might wind up fixing these as well, because where I snipped off the front parts, I don't know what to call them, I guess the little string parts for Goku's boots that hang off. There's a bit of an indentation, so I might wind up going back and sculpting that and trying to make it look like it's not there. It's not too bad on this side. I'd say it's most noticeable on this boot. And then the boots I just painted white and yellow. Didn't really do any sculpt work or anything on that. Same for the bottoms, white and yellow. But yeah, that's that. Since I sprayed it with the lacquer, I sprayed everything because I wound up accidentally spraying the neck, and it ended up looking more of a matte color, like a flat color, and it wasn't very shiny. So I figured I'd just spray the whole thing, and that actually made the joints really tight. Like, it's a real pain to even move these arm joints. Of course, they do move, but it requires more force than normal. Which I guess is a good thing, because, you know, it's not loose. which you'd expect from a bootleg, but it's not loose at all. So I guess it was a good thing that I did that. But yeah, so now I will get on to the paints and such that I used. So I'll show you the paint. This I used a while ago to paint the hair. Nothing special. Got it at Michael's, I believe. There we go, Blue Sapphire Folk Art. I'm pretty sure it's not meant for this kind of painting, but when I first, this is the first custom I ever made, I believe, was this hair. So I was new. I didn't know what to do, so I just grabbed some paint. That's that. I think it looks nice, and it's not on any joint, so I'm not worried about it chipping or anything. Otherwise, I would use like this stuff. This is what I use for the body, Model Master, just so it stays on nicer, I guess, and it's more meant for this kind of work. Yeah, this is the paint, the blue that I used for the body. This is Model Master acrylic paint. It's called French Blue. Let's see, for the orange, I made the mistake of picking an enamel paint instead of acrylic. And that was a big mistake. It still came out looking well enough for me, so that's a good thing. It was just really a pain to work with. So if you're going to do something like this, don't go with acrylic. Or sorry, don't go with enamel, pick the acrylic. If you can't find the color, still don't get enamel. Try and find the color in acrylic, or just mix. You'd be better off that way. As you can see, this was at Hobby Lobby for $1.79, so not bad. But like I said, always go for acrylic. The white, again, made a mistake of going with enamel paint, but this wasn't so bad. I'm not sure why, but the white was actually easier to work with. And then the yellow for the boots was this Model Master here, called Blue Angel Yellow. There's not a hint of blue in this, so I'm not sure why that's the name, but hey, I don't make up the names. Now I will show you the lacquer. Unfortunately, the label is ripped, but it's just Tester's spray lacquer, that's all. There you go, it's a clear coat. I don't know if you were able to see that, but indeed. Here we go. Now for the sculpt that I use, it's Aves Epoxy Sculpt. It's two-part process, I guess I'll call it. Basically just mix these two together and then let it sit for like 5 minutes, and then you can start working. For me, I'm not very used to working with stuff like this. It's very sticky, so it's a good thing, but it's also a pain for me to work with, but it works. It gets the job done, and rather nicely. But yeah, so that's this review. Again, thank you all so much for 100 subscribers. It means a lot to me, and I'm going to do my best to keep putting out content for you guys that you enjoy and that you love, and that helps you out if you're curious about anything, like with these reviews and such. But yeah, that's going to do it for this one. I will be uploading another video soon, either tonight after this one or tomorrow morning. Or actually, I shouldn't say after this one, because I'm not sure if I'm going to do this one tonight or tomorrow morning as well. But I'll make another one shortly after I upload this one. And I'll leave that one as a little surprise. I won't tell you what it is in this video. Yeah, that's going to do it. So I will, if you liked, leave a like. If you didn't like it, leave a comment. Let me know what I can do better. If you did like it, I always like compliments. Kidding, of course. I mean, well, who doesn't like compliments? But if you did like it, it'd be cool if you left a comment, left a like, even subscribed if you liked it, and the rest of my videos. But yeah, like I said, if you didn't like it, please feel free to leave a comment and let me know what I can do better. Hell, you can even dislike the video. Although, if you're gonna dislike the video, I'd really like a comment so I can know why you dislike the video. But yeah, everything that I just said, of course, is up to you. I can't control what you guys do. But yeah, I hope you guys liked it, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.